This is a tremendous event because if you look around the hall tonight, you're the folks that made this place happen. Here we are 12 years later after the memorial, the museum opened, and we have a brand new set of collections and artifacts that have never been seen before.
It allows us to share more depth of the story with artifacts and stories that we didn't have and couldn't have when we opened the museum because the trials were still wrapping up.
For a whole generation of young people, they weren't even born at that time, and they don't understand all of that. And it's really important for us to continue to teach that and to continue to teach some of the very important lessons.
There are going to be a series of points where there'll be new media and new interactivity. So social media will play an important part of this experience and how social media will take them from here back to their home and understand a much deeper and richer story. This camera recorded some of the first evidence that was used in the evolution of the trials. For many people, artifacts are what make the story real. These are the letters that were above the door at the Murrah Building. The Honor Gallery has probably been one of the most impactful moments for visitors on their journey through the museum. It holds an enormous amount of power. It will now sit almost as a completely closed circle with one entrance rather than making it a circulation space. We also believe we'll be making this experience a great deal more respectful. There's an interactive table in front of you. I'd ask all of you to touch it and see how it's going to work. You'll see how learning becomes much more of a reality.
We're interested in recall. We want somebody to take a look at a screen. We want somebody to actually touch it. We want somebody to feel it. And then we want to not just, ooh, isn't that ooh shiny? We want you to recall it.
When you experience these stories, it does close the loop for people on what evil really is. As the story really wraps up for visitors, we want them to make that visual connection back to the memorial in a much more dynamic way and in a way that really brings that impression of what happened to you outdoors, the story that you experienced indoors together in a much more comprehensive way.
We will be connecting the real-world images of outside, and you'll understand what all of the symbology is out there and what the history of it is.
You've been a voice of learning and understanding, and to really think about the next generation and to think about how this story lives and continues to teach for the next generation, I believe is one of the most important things Oklahoma City can do for those who come here to learn and be changed forever.